Hi folks, it's Stuart here again. This was really just meant to be a channel that was going to give us a sort of log of what we've done, but I thought I'd do something a little bit different today. I'm just showing you the process of how we're doing our ceiling. I've seen a few like this before. Ours is a little bit different, but along the same idea. What I'll do is I'll flip the camera around and I'll let you know what's going on. I'll come and explain it all. So here's the current state at the back of the van. So ceiling, I just thought we'd do, this is not so much a how-to but how we've done it. It's a take on a slatted ceiling that I've seen before. When I've seen these done before, people have used 6mm ply, painted it black and then put wooden slats on. I was looking to keep the weight down a little bit more. So what we've got up here, if I just jump up into the back of the van, this is plastic. This is Proplex sheet. You get it out of Wicks. It's like a corrugated plastic. It's for floor protection and things. So that's what I've used. It's really, really lightweight. So it takes away almost all the weight of the ply because it's so light. And what we're going to do is we're going to go with these white slats. So these have all been painted up. These are just pine slats. They were 4.2 metre lengths, which I've cut down to fit the van, so there's no joins. These have been a bit of a pain, I have to say. What happened was sanded them, painted them, then decided I was going to put a varnish over the top to protect them. However, the varnish went yellow and pretty much wrecked it. So I had to go out and buy a belt sander, sand them all down again, repaint them white. So you probably won't see too well, but you can still see a little bit of grain through these. I've only had one coat of white on them purposely because I wanted a little bit of grain to show through. So what I've done is actually just put a clear natural finish wax on the top of that as well, just to seal it. So those ones have been done. You can maybe see these ones haven't. They're not quite so glossy. Yeah, so that's that. So what I'll do when I start putting these up, once I've finished waxing them all, we'll come back out and I'll show you just exactly how we're doing it. So got Caroline back with me again. She's reappeared for been away for a while. Working stuff's been crap, so we've not got anything done. So yeah, as I said earlier on in the video, I explained the ceiling. So this is the next phase. I'm just going to turn the camera around and show you what we've got so far. So here it is so far. So this is what the ceiling is going to look like. So it's the white boards. This is a sort of 15mm gap down the middle of them. So that's the first two boards up. I made a mistake here when I fitted this roof light. I forgot to take into account the thickness of the ceiling, silly boy. So what I've done is I've just used a spacer, 5.5mm, 6mm ply in here to space that out. And as you can see, it doesn't look too bad. You have got a little bit of a step there, but it's actually less than it would have been with just putting the trim on, which is quite good. So fairly happy with that. So it's getting fairly late now. We're working with the spotlight, so I'll just show you where else we've come. So this is up to the max fan, and obviously the max fan trim's going to go around that. So we'll give you another update once there's a bit more done. Okay folks, it's the next day now, so you can maybe tell because now my head's even balder than normal, my beard's a bit shorter. I'm still wearing the same clothes, so it's a bit manky like that, but hey ho, it's only dirty, stuff doesn't matter. So yeah, a bit more done with the ceiling today. You can just see behind us that that's it up. I'm just going to turn the camera around and give you a little bit more information about what we've done. Okay folks, so this is what we needed for the slatted ceiling. This is boards, they're 95mm by 9mm I think, just ordinary pine. That's what we've used. These are the tools. screwdriver, 3mm pilot hole, impact driver with the correct posi drive, used drywall screws, just because rather than having to, can't quite see them, but so rather than having to fill all the holes and cover them, wanted to make them into a feature, so that's what we've used. One appropriately widthed spacer, one jig with the built-in spacer, so that part's what you need, and that's where the screw holes go each time, so you mark that up, and one 5mm spacer. Now the reason for all of that is partly because of this. So you will see here, as I've mentioned already, I forgot to take the width of this stuff into consideration before I bought the brackets for that. So I'm quite pleased with it. You can see it's a fairly even space all the way around, and at the edge here as well, that's all trimmed in, so that's looking not too bad at all. So what I'll do is I will now jump out the back of the van and let you see the ceiling in all its glory. So there it is. Get the best angle. So there it is. White pine slats with black Proplex sheeting at the back of it. Now it doesn't go right the way out to the edges, that's because there's going to be cupboards up there, and most of the edges is going to be covered. So that's it. So this end piece is basically finished. Might put a little bit of rope trim or something around the edge of that, not decided yet. And I've just got to fit the cover at the front. And if I come back and come round the side and open up the side door, this is the view you get when you come in. Really pleased with it. Looks really good. I think the boss is happy. Are you happy, boss?
I'm very happy.
That's good, boss is happy. Just a little bit of trim to go back round there, and then a little bit of a tidy up, move stuff around, and can start moving on with other things. Next thing that we'll be doing is a wet room. So if Caroline wants to grab that box and just flip it over, that's where the wet room's going to be. Now that's just a plastic tray. It's not going to be a proper shower, but I couldn't get the size that I wanted, so that's going to turn into a shower tray. All will be revealed at a later date. So that's it. I'll just spin the camera around again, and that's us done for this video. So folks, here's the final bit. Caroline just wondered what I was doing, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, so the final bit is, what do you do if you like the video?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. What do you do if you want to see some more of the rubbish channel? Click subscribe. That's it. So that's it this time. A little bit more of an update, kind of a go at a how-to, but not really, because I've just blagged it. So yeah, give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to, and we'll see you again in probably a few weeks. Bye.
Bye.